Greetings and salutations. I am working on the table for the sauce, so I'm going to finish up this by making a shelf and rejiggering this stand and putting wheels on it. Okay, first screw in. So I recently was given a drill press, and just yesterday I also received a table saw for free. A really nice used table saw that's in really good shape, and it's portable. You'll see that soon. I gotta look up videos though how to safely use a table saw because I'm scared to death of the bloody thing. Heard too many injuries with table saws. And I've had personal experience where a friend of mine had a table saw and I used it to cut a hollow core door, and it kicked back at me. Wouldn't hurt, but scared the living crud out of me. So I have a lot of respect for table saws. Come on. It's like this wood is made out of concrete or something. Let's try this again. Well, I'm living up to my moniker for sure. My grandson thought the name Crappy Carpenter was hilarious. I think he called it my crappy show. Welcome to my crappy show. And if Connor, if you're watching this, Papa says hi. Nope. My luck is holding. I need to remember to charge these things before I work on a project. This drill is like 5 years old, 6 years old, so I do recommend DeWalt. Not sponsored because nobody sponsors me. It was matching up okay. I can make it. There goes my drill. Yeah, this last corner is looking like crap. Okay. Yeah, this piece of wood here is too big. Did I get the frame the wrong size? That could never happen on the Crappy Carpenter show, now could it? Anyways, but I'm going to add this to the bottom, which is going to add a little bit of height, and I want it to be the same height because I use it to go from here to here with a piece of wood when I'm cutting it. So I've had a pretty good summer, other than the leaky roof, which you saw. I did fix the roof though, by myself, by calling a contractor to do it. That's kind of what you need to do. I gave it a try and it kept leaking, and the more roof leaks, the more you're going to do damage to it, and I don't want permanent damage on my roof. So I called a professional, he had it fixed. And it hadn't made sense. It was the canales, by the way. If you live down south here, canales are used a lot. And they were apparently cracked enough that the water was getting into them. And I'm not the first person. A friend of mine had the exact same problem. So if you have a flat roof, the weak spot are the canales. He showed me how I could fix the rest of them myself. I had him do the worst of them. And it only cost me $400. And he did a great job. He came back and did extra coatings, more than he originally said he would. I am going to take the Connor tower down, but Connor, if you're watching, I'm just going to store it. We just don't have room for it if you're not around. But I'm going to store the pieces and I will put it back together the next time you're here. That was a fun project to build, you know? I wish I had the skills and the ceiling height when my daughter was young. I would have loved to have built her something like that, and it would have been so awesome. At least I got to do it with my grandchild. But I did build a TARDIS with her. Oh, that's a story. That was one of my first major wood projects, is I built a TARDIS for Halloween out of all these wooden crates that I got for free. I had it lit up with a work light. I had a blue light on the top of it. I had music playing in the background, Doctor Who type music. It was awesome. Why did I put that there? So eventually what happened with the TARDIS was the wife got sick of it sitting in the garage when it wasn't Halloween. And she said, either get rid of it or put it in the backyard. Well, that was pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, heck yeah. So I had a TARDIS in my backyard for years after that. It was still in the backyard when I left the property too. Really? That was interesting. See, that is now bent and useless, but it's almost out of there. I don't know if I bent this one. Almost looks like it. I mean, look at that. Let's try it again, but I don't think it's coming out of there. Woo, it is. Part 1 is finished. Part 2. That didn't last long. Okay, the shelf's totally dismantled. It'd be nice to remantle it, but I don't think I'm going to have time. Okay, done. I've realized when I cut something and then I measure and I cut, measure and I cut, I end up getting one of the measurements wrong. Some of the things you learn while you're doing this over and over and over. Okay, Sharpies. I think Sharpies are the best. But I know a lot of carpenters use pencils. But I'm a crappy carpenter, so I think what I'm cutting. There's the chop saw. And I've been saving this wood. I put it, the small pieces like this, go into a fire pit barrel or box. And ones that are a little bit bigger that might be useful for something sometime in the future, I put in a Tupperware, big Tupperware container I have with pieces of wood. So that I can reuse as much as possible because wood's expensive. And I'm a thrifty person. Dutch heritage. Us Dutch people are like Scottish people. My wife's Scottish. And we like to save money whenever possible. We're cheap. But I tend to think we're smart. That should work. Plus, it doesn't have to be 100% exact. Let's see if this works. Perfect. That's it. It's all taken apart and ready for reassembly. Well, like I said, I still probably have to do the tops. Till then, we're done. All right. Live long and prosper. Nanu nanu. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'm going to keep stalling until I find the button that I hid away. Bye-bye. Or the button doesn't work.